Anybody domestically here in the U.S., we require that they set up an LLC. We did just roll out the ability to onboard international people in their personal name as an individual. So if you're in Canada, the UK, or another jurisdiction where it's hard to set up a corporation, but you want to work with digital wealth partners, you can reach out and they can establish a individual account for international people. Domestically, it's still the LLC. Multi-sig is what I would say. So you have to sign for your assets to be removed. If you don't sign, your assets aren't removed. So there's your answer. I mean, it's not, the government can't just come in and take your stuff. And that's the other benefit of, like, you still get a lot of the same control and options and benefits from self-custody. It's an FBO account for the benefit of, in your name. You own the assets through whatever corporation or as an individual if you're international. They're at Anchorage. It is your own segregated wallet. So, I don't think there's a way that the government could come take your stuff, nor do I think they're going to want to. I think that that's just people fear-mongering. The U.S. government, I think, has plenty of their own XRP. They don't need yours. When I went to Ripple and said, hey, can we lend you XRP and, participate in ODL? You know what their response was to me? We have 4.8 billion XRP. Why do we need yours? That might change, but at the time, a couple years ago, that was their answer. And I think the government feels the same way. They don't need our crypto. Retail owns a very small portion of XRP, and the majority of people are going to sell it. I think that there might be 50,000 people on the planet within the next year that have more than 10,000 XRP. I think the majority of people are just going to liquidate their positions as it goes up. If it's $100 or $1,000, people are out. They'll deal with the taxes, they'll pay it, especially if they've been holding it for a long time, they want liquidity. We don't want you to do that. I'm going to say that. You never go broke taking profits, and in a lot of situations, it is a good idea to take profits. I would just say, me personally, I don't plan on doing that. I plan on borrowing against it. I plan on putting it into products like we already have today, where it's earning money. Getting quarterly cash flow, getting monthly cash flow off of some of the products that we're coming to market with here in the near future, and living off of that and letting the asset continue to appreciate over time to, $1,000, $10,000, $50,000, $100,000, $1 million is what I think XRP will go to over the next 10 years.